second time I'm hosting it, and today, today is the 21st, but 2 days ago on August 19th marks the 15th anniversary of the Hyperdimension Neptunia franchise with the release of the original Hyperdimension Neptunia game on August 19th, 2010 in Japan. Right now it's 15th anniversary, so I'm glad you all joined, and let's get started. So, to introduce myself, I am the KabuKing. I'm actually a content creator for Neptunia. Other than Neptunia, I also cover Data Live and a few more other games. And other than gaming, I also cover convention blogs such as Anime North and Fan Expo. And I'm also a cosplayer from Neptunia, Data Live, Genshin Impact, and currently Honkai Star Rail, which is what I'm wearing right now. With the exception I'm wearing a Neptune's wig because both Neptune and Silverwolf both shares the same English voice actress. Yeah, just as a fact.
Hello everyone, I am KabuKing. I'm a cosplayer and I'm NepKing's friend. We've been friends for like a year since Anime North 2024. We've been really great friends. I used to be into Neptunia way back in the day, way back in high school, until even Day of Life as well, and until I more switch over to Day of service here. Yeah, I'm more into Genshin Impact and some Zone Zero and Honkai Star Rail, more of a Hoyoverse fan, and yeah.
So what is Hyperdimension Neptunia? It is a franchise that consists mainly of video games, though they have an anime series and they have manga. So they are developed by Idea Factory and Compile Heart, which are the main developers, and also they have been developed by other developers, including there's actually one in Quebec called Artisan Studio, if you didn't know, for Super Neptunia RPG. So yeah, in a world called game industry, there are 4 nations which are based on actual consoles. For example, Planeptune is based on Sega Neptune, Last Station is based on Sony PlayStation, Louise is based on the Wii, Linkbox is based on Xbox. Each of them are governed by a CPU console patron unit, which are Neptune, Noir, Long, and Vert. Where and how to begin in the series. So here is actually the main line of the game. So here's the original on the top and the remake on the bottom. So here's why there's an X on there. So you see that why there's an X. The reason is because the original Neptunia game, these 3 games are actually not as sequels, they're actually complete separate. So the actual beginning of the story is actually on Mark II and Rebirth 2 if you're on the remake. So what do you want to say about the original game?
Yeah, so basically the original game, the story is slightly different from the remake, but the gameplay itself on the original is quite different from the remake. As you can see, usually in the first game there's random encounters, enemies do not appear in plain sight. Yeah, so it's kind of annoying that there's always random encounters, sort of like a Zubat thing from Pokemon, and even the button combos and even the RPG style gameplay is quite different. You don't basically move around a lot during the combat. You just have to select a single target, then just mash whatever button you can think of. Even transforming HDD on the original, you just basically had to do a certain combo, depending which combo you set in the pause menu.
All right, thanks, KabuKing. Yeah, basically the random encounter, it's no different from Undertale. If you played Undertale before, it is really similar, if you get what I mean by that. Also, another fun fact about Hyperdimension Neptunia Mark II, it is currently the only game rated M for mature in the entire franchise, but so if you have watched one of my Neptunia Fast 101 series, Neptunia Mark II was originally, they almost received an adult-only rating due to some scenes that are very inappropriate. Well, we'll leave it later for now, so. And here are the spin-offs of the franchise. So Recently we got the newest game, Neptunia Riders and Dogoos, and that is the only game that is rated E10 plus in the entire franchise, the lowest rating given in the franchise, which typically gives a T rating. So before we move on, which games have you played, and which one are your favorite, and why is that? Who wants to answer?
Do you have any hands in the room?
Don't be shy. It's okay.
Right down in front here.
You?
So I actually own the original game, but I never actually played it. I actually fully played Mark II, but my favorite is God is Online.
Nice.
I like the RPG aspects of that one quite a bit.
All right, and you on the back is.
Yeah, I played the originals as well, but I also do mostly remember playing the Four Goddesses Online spin-off game.
Well, that was online. Nice.
Nice. Who else?
This gym right here.
I played the original as well. Favorite one is
V2, right?
V1.
V1. Oh, Victory.
Victory.
Rebirth 3.
Hilarious.
Next.
And here right here.
So I started with the remakes actually. I stopped around Rebirth 3.
So the Rebirth trilogy, right?
Yes. But I have been enjoying my time with it. I do need to pick up on the journey.
And someone in the back, did someone raise their hand? Or
Is there anyone else in the back here?
oh.
Any other people?
Well, obviously, I played the first Neptunia game from the original, from the PS3 version. I do enjoy the gameplay though. It is feel quite different from the Rebirth. I do like some funny humors on the original.
For me, when I actually began playing the franchise in 2021, actually, which is like only 4 years ago. So I began with the Rebirth. Obviously, since I only own the PC versions, I don't have any consoles, so that's why I only do Rebirth versions and any others that are available on the PC. So yeah, since Hyperdimension Neptunia Producing Perfection is only exclusively on Vita, they have no PC port, so I currently don't have that game. All right, now moving on. So yeah, there's actually who here owns Neptunia and Friends on their phone? Three. Anyone else or? Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, Neptunia and Friends. It's for the North American version, for the global version, it is only exclusively available on iPhones, on any iOS devices. So currently, they have no Android version. So yeah, on the Neptunia and Friends app, we got Neptune, Noir, Blanc, Vert, and Purple Heart, and they're voiced in English. There's actually a Japanese version called Minichi Compile Heart, which is the original Japanese version, released 1 year before. And unlike Neptune and Friends, this is available on both iOS and Android, so any device can install this app. And they have even more characters, including the CPU candidates, IF, and even other Idea Factory titles such as Fairy Fencer F, which we have Tiara. So yeah, we got the in-game dialogues here. So yeah, so dialogues appear as in visual novel forms with text boxes, with characters acting like puppets, usually in 2D, but there are 3D versions, which we have in Neptunia Mark II and Virtual Stars. It is pretty similar when you play Data Live, Blue Archive, HI3, Honkai Impact 3rd, Honkai Star Rail, and Zenless Zone Zero.
Well, obviously, in their dialogues, it's all about like heavy references, even fourth wall breaks as well.
That's right, breaking the fourth wall. So yeah, there are actually both Japanese and English audios for text for most of the games. So yeah, in the Japanese version, all dialogues have been voiced over. Well, since in English it's a bit different. In English, only the more important dialogues are recorded because of the higher wages for voice actors in the Western world. So yes, so basically, like if you go to those chirper events, you won't hear any dialogue. So if you really want to have if you want to have audio for all the dialogues, you have to switch to Japanese, or you will have to deal with no dialogues for the less important part of the dialogues. I mean, sorry, no voices for the part of the less important dialogues.
Or you can just voice act it yourself if you like, if you're really good at voice acting.
Meanwhile, I actually do this on my own YouTube video. I actually try to adjust my characteristic. I sometimes give my voice a bit of a high pitch when I do YouTube videos of the gameplay. But also note that Neptunia Virtual Stars and Senran Kagura Ninja Wars, they have no English audio. And the reason for that, Virtual Stars VTubers don't. Okay, those are VTubers. They don't have English audio, and while in the Senran Kagura, they don't have any English voices in the game. So that's why it wouldn't make sense to have English dialogues. English audio for the game.
Yeah, mostly Senran Kagura is mostly Japanese audio only. It's meant to be Japanese, no other language allowed.
You guys are gonna just gonna interrupt for 5 seconds here. Is there anyone that has a favorite line in the game that they want to voice out right now?
Any favorite lines?
Don't be shy, guys.
Any favorite lines?
You know what? I'll do one.
Yeah, go ahead, do one. Volunteer.
All right, let's see. You let her. Let's see that.
Like a kangaroo.
Let's go. What are you doing with my bleeping bike?
Did you just call her Saturn, or did you call her Satan?
Let's go back to that bitchy Blanc for, oh no.
Yeah, so yeah, for the gameplay, most Neptunian games uses the turn-based RPG battle system, similar to Honkai Star Rail. So it's kind of like a Pokemon card. So yeah, you can't dodge. So it's basically you cannot dodge. It's unavoidable damage. So yeah, there are some games that use hack and slash, such as Hyperdimension Neptunia and Neptune vs. Zombies. And we're going to use the turn-based RPG since that's what the mainline game uses the most. Actually, yeah, all mainline uses the turn-based RPG. So yeah, make sure when you play the game, make sure when you progress, make sure your level is at least high enough. So to make sure it's not too low, because if it's too low and you get in a boss fight, then you risk all your characters will all lose their health and will be out. So make sure to increase your chance of success. Just level up your characters at least 5 to 10 levels higher each chapter. Well, not really each chapter, but every time you go for a major boss fight, I recommend around at least 5 to 10 levels, especially if you go to something like chapter 2. Okay, I don't want to spoil too much, but yeah, in chapter 2, you want to go at least level 15 to level 20, and yeah, not only leveling up is an option, but also the potions and also the equipment you receive. And let me give you a trick. Okay, for my trick in Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1, make sure that once it's possible, get life rings, because if you get life ring, your maximum health would increase a lot. But it costs 5,000 credits each, just to let you know, 5,000 credits.
Yeah, just keep on grinding and grinding, you know. Yeah, just keep slaying more monsters.
Yes,
to level up.
The DLC weapons count as well.
You can use DLC weapons. Use whatever you can.
Yeah,
but
unless if you're rich enough.
Yeah, but those life rings makes a huge difference within the game. It makes a huge difference.
I'm also going to mention the clan system.
So
in Rebirth, it's like 2 birds with 1 stone. You want to grind up, get your materials, make your plans. You'll have more items available in the shop. The later entries in the series for Rebirth rectify this, so you don't have to worry about that for later games.
thank you. So here are the commands. So we got attack, defend, SP, EXE drive, HDD, item, switch, and flee. So on the front, you got SP skills, which you will use your SP that's your power. You can use your skills for enhanced fighting, but not only for fighting, even healing, increasing stats of each character. And then we got EXE drive. EXE drive, it's a very powerful it's really powerful. It's a very powerful battle, and the drive gauge is here. So whenever you keep attacking, you keep hitting the enemies, it will increase the EXE drives, and which can be used in boss fights. I recommend to use it in boss fights. We got attack. So attack, will explain more on the attack later, more on the next page. And the defend is you skip your turn, but you increase your defense. So you take less damage. And on the back, you have to press the R. So basically on the keyboard, you can press the R. And HDD, exclusively to goddesses, so only CPUs. You can't use it on any makers which don't have HDD forms. And switch, you know with the switch, if you have characters both on the front and back, you can switch them out. So like you cover HP, or maybe another possible reason for switching is like that character is more suitable for that battle.
Yeah, like I said, in the original, like you have to do a certain button combos in order to transform. Once you finish doing the certain button combos, you pretty much also press like, I think it was the circle button or whatever button to transform after you do the combo. It pretty sucks. I don't even know why it's like that, but it is what it is.
So yeah, items. So items, that's actually where you use the potions, like healing. Yeah, healing, increasing your stats, and yeah, improving stats for, like some potions like affects only one ally, but there are certain potions which can affect the entire group within a circle, but you have to make sure everyone's within a circle. You cannot be outside of the circle.
Yeah, do you have to buy the items at the shop?
Yeah, yes, you can buy items at the shop, but you can also collect it after a boss fight or through guilds.
Yeah, in the original Neptunia, it's sort of different. You gotta collect like a certain amount of those colored jars, like Tough Mill or Detox, Gelatin, Reflex. Once you have enough, you basically use that to pretty much heal yourself or remove any poison or paralyze, even like give yourself a 20% buff. Right.
So yeah, here we're continuing on about the combo EX finish. So after you press attack, so attack is 1, and then you have three. So you got 3 of them. You got 3 hits. So you got combo. You got rush, power, or break, and then at the last one you got EX finish. But EX finish also depends on your EXE drive gauge. So once you have a certain amount of the drive gauge required for the skills, so you can use it to finish off the battle. So for the rush, in rush commands, there's usually multiple hits. Lower guard damage. It lowers, lower guard damage, but the guard damage is not as high, and it's a lower power. And power, we have it's usually singles with a few hits, high guard damage, higher power. And for a break, usually a few hits, high guard damage, lower power.
Oh yeah, obviously I do like those finisher moves. All right, they're very strong, especially you unlock it when you like level up your characters more.
So yeah, let's go to the Lily Ring. This one's been kind of fun to learn. So introducing Neptunia Mark II, it's to measure the level of friendship between the characters. So the level between the front and back character per slot can affect the EX finish and the EXE drive of the characters. So basically, yes, the EX finish you can also use the back character skills to help you fight off at the end of your turn.
Yeah, the Lily Ring is all about the Yuri moments.
So yeah, depending on the level, make sure you at least is 1 to 3. Yeah, if it's 0, no, it's not gonna work with 0. It won't work.
It means they swipe left.
They all swipe left, and I don't like you. You are not my type.
Oh yeah, like, not sure if I should say this, but in Rebirth 1, don't think putting Neptune and Noir are gonna work. No, it's gonna be 0. It's not gonna work. I tried it before. It's not gonna work.
Obviously, they hate each other.
That's a Cinderella for you.
Man, we should have like a Neptunia dating sim or something. I think there is a sort of production perfection. It might be it.
All right.
So here's the game designer. Anyone that's an aspiring game designer?
I wish.
Damn. I'll just have to wait for that Neptune dating game then.
Alright, so for EXE drive, so when you do EXE drive, here's an important thing to note. So if you have like 2 CPUs, make sure both the CPUs are in the same form. Both must be in the human form or in the HDD form. You can't have one or the other. It can't be one or the other. It's not gonna work. So yeah, for example, Neptune and Vert, Purple Heart and Green Heart, it works. But if you have Neptune and Green Heart, that does not work. Purple Heart and Vert, that does not work because they're both in different forms. So it's very incompatible.
Yeah, I think Vert tries to steal Netgear for some reason. Obviously, she doesn't have a sister. Well, this is the Xbox fault for not making her a sister.
So yeah, you complete Neptune Rebirth 1, congrats, you survived console war. And if you complete the main line, that's great, excellent, you have made it through the apocalypse. New players, I'm pretty sure, oh yeah, we got a new player right there.
Maybe.
Yeah, potentially a new player, he hasn't been there, he hasn't played the game before, so. I wish for new players good luck, and if you survive the console war and apocalypse, we'll meet each other again next year in Anime North, Fan Expo, or wherever.
Actually, for our new Nepi fan, do you want to talk about your experience?
The only time we even encountered Neptunia was during a collab between Azure Lane and Neptunia. That's the only time I actually encountered.
Wow, I never heard of this collab. The only collab I heard of is Senran Kagura and Neptunia. That's the only collab I heard of.
And that's the only first time.
There was like a crossover with like Tabo, right? Or Igarashi.
Oh, Higurashi. Oh yeah, Higurashi. Yeah, you know, Neptunia Sisters versus Sisters. There is a character based off of Higurashi.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of Azure Lane, yeah, there's a difference between there's an Azure Lane and an Azure Lane Crosswave. Crosswave, that's from Idea Factory and Compile Heart.
I'm more familiar with the mobile. Like,
Yeah. Not the Crosswave. I see.
But Neptune's in it.
Now let's go with the characters and nations. Let's begin with the Hyperdimension,
Alright.
the main side.
Let's do this.
So here we got the CPUs. So we got Neptune Purple Heart based on the Sega Neptune, Noir and Blackheart based on this PlayStation, Blanc based on the Wii, and Vert based on the Xbox. But let me give you a fun fact. Currently Blanc and Noir are the French names of their color. Actually, Vert, yeah, they're actually the French names of the colors. If you know French really well, that is the color. That's the color of their name. So, but let me tell you something. Blanc was originally going to be blue, and Noir was actually originally going to be red, based on the old sketch I found, but which we'll get into later. And actually, Noir was actually supposed to be the main character of the franchise, and actually not Neptune. And the reason is because most of the Neptunia games are based on PlayStation, and since Noir is based on PlayStation, that would make sense. But ultimately, they went with Neptune.
Obviously, I like Noir. I'm a PlayStation fan. I love PlayStation 2 growing up.
You know what we do got common? Let's start a console war, guys!
Console war.
Let's see how many fans in the building here. Raise your hand if you're a Nintendo fan.
Except
PlayStation.
Oh shoot.
Careful, Neptune.
Xbox.
I don't have it.
No, wow. Okay.
No one likes Xbox.
Dreamcast.
That's
Wish
it.
Oh wait, I never played that.
Wish I owned it.
Or GCN, Nintendo GameCube.
Yeah, I got that.
I got the GameCube.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you for participating in this small console war. For those people that you oppose to, you know where to find them in the parking lot.
Yeah. I wonder, why did they never make a CPU about a GCN or Nintendo GameCube?
That's covered.
Right now, we're getting the CPU candidates, which are the sisters of the CPUs, with the exception of Vert. So Nepgear, little sister of Neptune, so based off of Sega Game Gear, and we got Uni based on Noir's little sister, based on PlayStation Portable or PSP, which I used to have, but I don't know where I put it now. And we got Rom and Ram, which are Blanc's little sister, and they're based on the Nintendo DS.
Yeah, I used to have a DSi as a kid, and I upgraded to the new 2DS XL. And one fact about why Nepgear only has one D clip and Neptune has two, because obviously Neptune is the older sister, and she can do whatever the heck she wants.
So here we got oracles. We got Histoire, Ki, Mina, and Chica. So yeah, we got here. We're getting onto the maker. So yeah, we got IF based on the Idea Factory and Kappa based on Compile Heart, which are the two main developers of the franchise. I used to cosplay as IF, but I kind of retired my IF cosplay since Anime North 2025, since I've been wearing her since I ever began cosplaying since 2 years ago.
That's too bad.
Fresh ideas.
Yeah, we got Broccoli based on Broccoli, Falcon based on Nihon Falcon, and we got Mages based on Mages.
Mages.
Mages with a period, by the way.
What? This doesn't make any sense.
How to
Why?
pronounce the period. It is a requirement.
We got Tekken based on the Tekken series.
She's based on Jin Kazama.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Jin
Any fighting
Kazama.
fans here?
Any Tekken fans? Yeah. Any Kazuya fan?
Gotta get the electric godness in there.
Yeah.
We got CyberConnect 2, known as CC2,
Mhm.
and in fact, we used to have a CC2 branch, a Canadian branch in Montreal. Unfortunately, now it's no longer there. We got Marvelous AUL, we got 5BP, and we got Cave Entertainment.
Never heard of that. And these are the forgotten developers or something.
Actually, with the exception of Red, yeah, Gus and Nisa were both in the original game. Well, Red, we still have Red currently in both the original and the remix. Yeah. Well, yeah. Nisa, obviously they didn't use Nisa because the original games were developed by Nippon Ichi Software from NIS America. So that's why, since they no longer help develop the Neptunia franchise, so that's why I guess they stopped using Nisa.
Yeah, that makes sense why we don't see them anymore.
With the exception of Reavers.
Yeah, we got the Gold Third based on Bandai Namco, Capcom, Square Enix, and Konami. Konami. Yeah, so basically, here we got Bisha, Sisha, Esha, and Keisha. But for Esha, there's actually a twin, Isha, for Enix.
The reference both Squaresoft and NX back in the day before they combined and became Square Enix.
That's good to know, thanks. So yeah, and also,
Square Enix,
we got the next CPU, so these, I honestly, and let me tell you, I prefer the next CPU forms over the HDD. I feel like it's more complete. So yeah, my favorite outfit for these next CPU forms is either black heart or the white. I mean black or white.
Let's start another console war, guys.
Oh, man.
Let's see. Who's your favorite goddesses? Purple Heart, raise your hand. Black Heart. Okay, surprising. White Heart. Top crowd. And finally, Green Heart. Also top crowd, surprising. Okay.
I like them all.
They're all good, but
That's
pick
fine.
one.
So yeah, ASIC, R4 Syndicate of International Crime. We got Magic. Oh yeah, let's just get. Let's cut the CFW. Okay, we got Magic, Judge, Brave, Trick, and then we got the underling, Linda, and we got her rat friend Warchu.
Yeah, CFW custom firmware. I have CFW on my 3DS. I don't even care that I'd rather just have the original firmware. I just want some games. I'm not overpaying so much.
Yeah, these are obviously our antagonists. We got R4 and Overlord Momus.
Yeah, R4 is actually based off the R4 flashcard for the Nintendo DS, if you already didn't know that. This is how you hack your Nintendo DS back in the day, with the R4 flashcard, and get yourself whatever free DS game you want. No one's going to stop you.
So so continue, we got Afimojas and Steamax. Oh yeah, so yeah, here's the drawing I mentioned. Yeah, here's Blanc, which she was originally going to be blue, and Noir, which she was originally going to be red. But you know, the red Noir would remind me of Katori from Data Live, which in fact they're both designed by Sunico, both designed by Sunico, since she does Data Live and Neptunia art drawings. Yeah, let's get to the 4 nations of game industry. So there's Planetoon, the land of purple progress CPUs. Neptune, CPU candidate, Netgear, Oracle, Histoire. Location on the Hyperdimension is located on the west end of game industry. And we get to the last station, the land of black regality. So
Land
CPU,
of factory industry, obviously.
yes, very industrialized as well. Makes sense a lot. It makes a lot of sense. CPU is Noir, candidate is Uni, Oracle is Key, location, east end of the game industry. Now we're at Loï, land of white serenity. CPU Blanc, CPU candidates, Ram and Bram, Oracle, Mina, and location at the north end of game industry.
Yeah, though he's very cold here. It's cold like Canada.
Oh, maybe it was worse, maybe in the territories, maybe like as cold as Nunavut.
Yeah.
It makes sense for it to be in the north. That means game industry is located in the northern hemisphere. And finally, land of green pastures, Leanbox. CPU,
Fresh air here.
CPU Vert, no candidates. Oracle is Chica, and location south end of game industry on the island. So there's some isolation in between the mainland.
Even sometimes Vert is just sometimes reckless at taking care of her own nation, according to the original game.
There are actually more dimensions that we will go through. This isn't the end. We will proceed soon. So, what are your favorite nations and why? Any question? Anyone who wants to answer? What is your favorite nation?
Obviously, for me, I always like PlayStation, so obviously Noir and Last Station, nothing else so straightforward, yeah.
For me, it's Planetoon. Obviously, the most futuristic. All right, now we get the Ultra Dimension characters and nations. Note, this is found in Hyperdimension Neptunia Victory and Reaper 3 Victory Generation. So yeah, Ultra Dimension CPU. So we actually have 5. So we got Plutia based on the Mega Drive, and we got Noir, Blanc, and Vert. Obviously, we know what it is, and we got Pishi.
They could have made Blanc as a GCN instead, or they could. I think they also do Vert as like the original first Xbox.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Just to note, I actually used to cosplay as the Blanc in the Ultra Dimension version. But yeah, last time I cosplayed, that was back in January, so kind of a couple of months ago. And the makers, yeah, pretty much is almost all the same, but with the exception of Falcon. So this Falcon has a ponytail compared to the Hyperdimension, which looks more like a tomboy. But honestly, in my opinion, I prefer the Ultra Dimension version.
Wait, is the Ultra Dimension Iffy and combo art still look the same?
Yes, yep, they still look the same. But they have younger versions of themselves.
Wow, really?
Yeah. We got the tone. So we got Histoire, the good version, and here's the evil version. Or the evil version. The 7 stages. We got Ray Wrights. Also, spoiler alert. She's also a CPU. We got Abnus, R4, Warchu, Copy Paste, Mr. Fat, and then Nani Def.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, now we got two nations. So Ultra Dimension Planetoon, we got Plutia. And then yeah, you'll know these ones, so we can skim through these ones. And Eden, Pishi.
Wait, they don't have their own CPU candidate?
Nope, they currently don't.
Oh,
Unfortunately, they don't.
What? I thought I expected they did, but no. I realized they don't.
Now we're over to Zero and Heart Dimension. So this is found in Mega Dimension Neptunia V2. It's not 7, by the way. Don't let the Romans confuse you as 7. It's actually Victory 2. So Zero Dimension, we got Uzumi Tenoboshi, based on Dreamcast, and the Heart Dimension, we got Kurome. And here are the residents of Zero Dimension. We've got Umio, Fried Shrimp, and Goobs.
Goob. No trick-or-treating. Trick-or-treating's for goobers.
Oh yeah, did you know there is actually another Neptune? So Fun fact, there's actually another version of Neptune called Adult Neptune, or you can just say Older Neptune, or Big Nep.
Yes.
This Neptune looks more like Silver Wolf, I guess.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
She also
Yeah.
has a few of her own games.
Yeah, she's 100% human, so she cannot transform at all.
Yeah, well, except for Dimension Tripper Nep.
Well,
We got a question in front of you?
She only looks like March 7th.
Yeah, kind of.
yeah, she
yeah.
does kind of.
Wait,
Why
but
would
March
you say
7
that?
March 7 has short hair
She
though.
also shares a voice actress.
Yes.
So yeah, although she is an Ultra Dimension version, but she is not introduced in the Neptunia Victory 3 or yeah, she's on. Oh, sorry, not Victory 3, Rebirth 3 or Victory. So, but she is in the anime though. Though the anime, the story of the original anime in 2013 was before Mega Dimension even happened. So, yeah, but she is introduced in Mega Dimension Neptunia V2. We have the dark CPUs. This is how the dark CPUs look like. They're actually very huge. They're gigantic.
That is unfair.
Very gigantic. Be careful with those ones. You got dark purple, dark green, dark black, dark white, and dark orange. So yeah, okay, we're almost wrapping up to the end. So we got the returning characters right here. These are all the returning characters. So yeah, in Neptunia Game Maker Revolution, which was already released, we got Big Nep and we got the Gold Third. Along with her, which she is trapped inside her book, so. So now now with the newest Neptunia Riders versus Dalgu. So returning character, we got Uzume Tenogoshi. Oh yeah, just to let you know, yeah, and we have Uzume's voice actress, Erica Lindback. She is currently coming here. So yeah, just to let you know, if you want to get an autograph, now this con is the time. And for Vert's voice actress Tara Platt, but actually Tara Platt no longer voices for Vert since 2015, so she has been replaced by Carrie Karanen, who also voices for Rom and Red. Well, if you still want to meet, this is the con to do. So we haven't seen Plutia and Yellowheart, and last time we saw was Cyber Dimension Neptunia 4 Goddesses Online.
Wow.
When are we gonna ever see them again? Which now the only time will tell if we ever see those two characters ever reappearing again. So yeah, thanks for joining my panel. It was really nice to have everyone here this time, and yeah, for the 15th anniversary, this is definitely a good start. So thank you all, and definitely enjoy the rest of the convention.
Yeah.
Again, here's my socials. KabuKing, I mostly use YouTube, but you can also find I also have a Discord server, but links on my channel. And here we got
And here,
KabuKing.
yeah, here's my social media. You can scan the QR code, visit my profile, and be sure to follow me there.
Before people leave, any last minute questions?
Yeah, any last minute questions?
You and
Yeah.
Nepali, yeah.
Have you played any other like Idea Factory games?
Any
Yes,
other
yes,
Factory
Data
games?
Live. Data Live Reincarnation is actually developed by Idea Factory and compiled part.
For myself, Mary Skelter.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Mary Skelter and Death and Request.
Oh yeah, Death End Request. I actually have Death End Request installed, but I haven't played it yet. I have way too much things on my plate right now.
I've played Fairy Fencer.
Yeah, Mary Skelter is a
Very Fencer's good.
Fairy Fencer. It's good.
And NepKing, which Neptunia game you hate the most?
For me, I haven't played all. But I can say what's most frustrating is Cyber Dimension Neptunia 4 Goddesses Online, because the controls is a bit confusing.
The online too, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the online's part from
RPG?
The rest of it was great.
RPG is okay. It's pretty good.
RPG's a little bit buggy on the Switch from what I can
Oh.
recall.
But I can tell you that it's a bit laggy on the 4 Goddesses Online. It's a bit laggy for me though. Just to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Anyone else
so
with last minute questions?
Any karaoke session?
no karaoke session right now.
Like karaoke sessions?
Yeah, that's
like,
basically
Just
all
not
there
here.
is.
Sadly, no. However,
And I like to say, enjoy the rest of your
our
cons.
show here, there's a Yakuza 1 coming.
Pointed out once.